This is a smoke canister, and while it is not the kind of thing you might normally run into while riding a horse, mounted policemen must learn and train to deal with distractions like this. There are more than 600 mounted police patrol units in the United States today, with 8 of these units in New Jersey. Bill Richey runs de-spooking clinics like these to help train riders and horses to serve as mounted policemen.
The real purpose of a de-spooking clinic is not so much about de-spooking. It's really about teaching riders what their horse is capable of doing. With the appropriate repetition, you can absolutely take a horse and teach them as they walk through smoke or they walk through fire or the types of obstacles that I use. They get smoother and easier at it, but the reality is it's the repetition and the rider themselves learning that their horse has the ability to do these things.
Mounted policemen operate around the world in a variety of different roles. These officers have several advantages to a traditional squad car. A police officer on horseback stands 9 feet tall, allowing a unique vantage point for the officer to prevent potential crimes. Mounted police are also used for crowd control in large gatherings like Mardi Gras or sporting events. Another benefit is the cost of a police horse versus a squad car. As
a practicality, horses are really not that expensive. They cost around $400 a month to maintain. Almost half of that cost is actually in shoes. You absolutely feed a horse for the rest. If you own the facility, the police horse himself is very inexpensive compared to a police car, and they're more useful in certain areas.
This clinic is held at Free Spirit Farm in Freehold, New Jersey. The clinic allows any rider to gain more trust and confidence in their horse by pushing them through a variety of challenges. The large area and on-site obstacle course has allowed the farm to host these clinics since 2008. Lisa Vaccaro is an owner of the farm and helps the students at the clinic push through the challenges.
We've helped a lot of riders come and do things they never thought they could, and we even have our own playground in the back so people can come and torture their horses whenever they want. And yeah, we plan to do many more in the future.
The horses are pushed through fire, smoke, and other obstacles so that the horse and rider becomes desensitized to sounds and distractions. Bill teaches clinics like these to police officers and civilians around the world.
I've taught mounted officers everywhere from Israel to the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, as far south as Miami, Dade County, Florida's, of course, New York Police Department. I've taught Boston Mounted Unit guys. I've taught as far west as Seattle, Washington, British Columbia.
Bill has more than 30 years of experience as a mounted policeman. The de-spooking clinic he teaches prepares a rider and their horse to take on any number of challenges. Bill has trained many horses for police service, and each horse poses unique problems.
When it comes to training a police horse, the reality is what you need is a disposition. I have been on horses that as soon as I rode them, I knew this was a police horse. Been on horses that it may take 6 months to train them to do the things that a police horse needs to do. If you have the right mindset of the horse, they're already police horses.
But this clinic isn't just for police.
They get where they'll push through into that ball, then...
Cheryl Woolcott is a civilian who grew up with horses. But after an accident while barrel racing, she was hesitant to get back on her horse.
I had a very bad fall. I got hurt very bad, and I decided that I was going to get back on and I was going to work with him, and that I really wanted a good, safe horse that I could go out on trail rides with. And a lot of people said to get rid of him. His name is Diamond, and there was no way I wanted to. I worked with Lisa, the owner of Free Spirit Farm, and Lisa is a very good friend of mine, and we worked, and she's taught me a lot of things that I've been able to use to ride him in events such as this de-spooking clinic, which I have to tell you, no amount of medicine could have healed me like this clinic did. It gave me confidence, and it brought me and Diamond close together again.
After the clinic is completed, Bill hands out certificates to the students. Mounted police across the country help to provide safety and a positive image to their communities.
When little kids see police officers then no longer as a problem like you would hear, it's the popo, it's this, all the things that you used to hear, they have a very positive contact, and as they grow older, if that positive statement holds true, then they grow the rest of their lives with more trust of a police officer, and that's always an advantage to a cop.